Hey guys, it's Monday, and Vicky's quick on that trigger again, but I was ready. I knew she was going to do it. All right, so I'm really excited to announce my latest collaboration with a big YouTuber and a big Instagrammer. This gal is just a terrific, she makes terrific videos. I love watching her videos and all the stuff she does, all kinds of tips and tricks. I dig watching her, and obviously there's a lot of people on Instagram and YouTube that do as well. Her name is Tamar, and this is her logo, 3x3Custom. So I've been kind of thinking about this for about a week, how I was going to do this, and this is what I came up with. So we're going to do it on a piece of live edge, that white poplar that I really, really like. But I'm going to do a couple things that are a little bit different, and I'll kind of show that as I go through. But basically, I'm going to make everything outset because of the coloring, and because this is actually a fairly simple logo, lots of straight lines. I'm going to make everything outset, and then everything inside of the circle is going to be background, and these are going to be the only thing that's outset. But I'm super excited to get to carve this white poplar again. But what I need to do, oh, by the way, the transfer. So I did the transfer method like I've done the last 3 or 4. And if you want to see how this is done, if you haven't seen how I do it, this is freezer paper. And I coat the freezer paper ahead of time with silicone spray. And then this is just done with an inkjet printer. But go watch my videos. LTS 82518, newsletter number 305, that's hashtag 305, that's the pet memorial sign, which was actually a piece of this white poplar, and then hashtag number 310, and that was the big boom sign that I did for Drew over at Rockin' H. Anyway, I did that. The transfer method that I used on here is identical to what I did on those 3 videos. And you see I used my little roll-on adhesive to put all my pieces together, but it worked out great. I really was happy with the transfer. However, so what I need to do now, my next step, is because these lines, you know, you've got kind of pastel lines here, and those are going to be outset. I really need defined lines on those. So what I'm going to do, like I've done here, I'm actually going to use my my really fine tip, super fine tip Sharpie, and I'm going to make sure that I can see all of those lines really, really well. So I'm going to go over and make all of those lines very defined so that when I get to carving them, there's no guesswork. I know where everything is. So, and even though my lines, and you know, the thing that you have to remember too, guys, when you're doing blowing up a logo, you know, this logo was created to be about that big as a sticker, and then when you blow it up, you're going to get some distortion, some kind of blurry lines. So I will make those adjustments kind of on the fly, meaning that if you look at these 2 lines, that one's thicker or thinner than this one, and it's because of where I drew that line. But I'll adjust for that when I'm actually carving it, because I want those lines to be equal. These lines actually look pretty good, but these pastel lines, I really wanted to go over those. So I'm going to finish that up off camera, get all my lines exactly where I want them. Then we'll come back and we'll get into carving. All right, boys and girls, let's get rocking and rolling here. We have got, so I'm using my profile bit. It's nice and clean. As you guys know, I'm a big proponent of keeping your router bits clean and sharp as much as possible. So that is a big portion of being able to hold a straight line. So let's get rocking. So everything's going to be outset. I'm going to do this part first because this makes me a little bit nervous going through this big knot thing there. I'm not sure if I don't think my depth is quite, yeah, it's definitely not. I've got to adjust my depth here. I don't know, I'm about 3/16 I think there based on just eyeballing it. Just turn some light on. It's kind of blustery out here in Arizona today. Been raining, so I'm going to use a little bit of extra light going on here. Oops, forgot to put on my cheaters. So I'm as always, I've got the logo beside me over here, the one I showed you on the last scene. I don't think it's going to be really necessary on this particular one because it's all pretty much straightforward. All right, enough talking, let's go. Okay, I want to explain something real quick. So let me grab a pointer here. When I was coming down here, here's a really good example of why I kind of stay away from the line. Not away from it, but I kind of stay to the outside of the line. When I was coming down here, I caught this knot about at this point, and it kind of drove me into that, but I still didn't go beyond that line. So then I went back and I kind of trimmed that up. Had I been right on that line, it would have gone beyond that line and taken too much of that, more of that off than I wanted. So even though, you know, even going through here, obviously I'm still carving freehand and I'm not perfect, even though I try to be. I may go in and trim those lines up, but this is a lot of straight lines on this, so I would rather err to the outside of the line and then go back and just barely touch that stuff and trim it up, which I probably will do. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish these and then do the same thing down here and get all of my straight lines as far as all of this stuff done. Then I'm going to come back and we'll do these and then the letters. So the letters here and the letters here when we come back on the next scene. All right, you guys, I got all of my, basically my straight lines done. I got them pretty much as good as I can. I may go back and if I see some bobbles, go back and kind of touch those up. So now I'm going to do these letters. So I went ahead and I did measure. I was at 3/16. I used my router bit depth gauge and I was at 3/16 there. So, but now I've kind of backed it off to about 1/8 of an inch, especially with these. I might get by with that, but I'm going to go ahead and do one of these and then get into these letters so you guys can see how I'm doing that. but I'm at, again, using a profile bit that's been ground several times. Oh, one thing that I did want to mention too is this white poplar. As consistent as this stuff cuts, it does feel like a hardwood. It does dull your bits. I just went and sharpened this thing again because I was getting some burning and it just felt like it was starting to pull a little hard. So I touched it up again. So you keep that in mind if you decide to use some of this white poplar. I love the way it smells. I love the way it cuts. I'm in love with the way it looks with a finish on it. But it will dull your bits. Anyway, all right, enough talking. Let's go. By the way, I don't think I say this often enough how grateful that I am that you guys watch what I'm doing. This is so cool that I get to do what I love to do, and you guys take your time to watch what I do and get something out of it. So just wanted to say that. I think that I've been watching a lot of Instagrammers and YouTubers lately, other woodworkers and other makers, and there is just some phenomenal makers out there. But one thing that I never want to be accused of is not letting you guys know how grateful I am. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up these letters off camera, this and these letters off camera. Then we'll come back and we'll get into the this circle that is, I'm going to be cutting on the inside of that because this is all going to be cut away. So we'll come back in just a minute. Hey guys, all right, so one thing I did forget is after I've got all the profiling done, which I do, now I have to go around everything again because I'm pretty thin on some of these lines. I don't want to take a chance and run into them with my 90 degree when I go to do my background. So I'm going to reset the profile bit at 1/4 of an inch, which is going to cut a fatter line. And now I'm going to go around everything again just to give myself, you guys know what I call it, my little buffer zone around all my lines. So when I do my background, I'm not going to run into anything, hopefully. So here we go. Okay guys, I think you can get a idea of what I'm doing there. I'm going to go ahead and finish up and go around everything again. Then when we come back, we'll start the background. Hey guys, all right, I got all the profiling done, got my buffer zone cut, got my outside line done, and we are running out of time. So I'm going to come back on Wednesday's video and finish up the carving, and then we're going to move on to the next steps, the painting and the finishing. So I apologize. I thought I was going to have more time, but just kind of ran out of time. So, yeah, what I'm going to do on the background, I'm going to do a little bit different than my normal background. So I want to really have plenty of time to do that. So we'll definitely do that on Wednesday. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Thanks for all of the love and all of the congratulations on hitting 25,000. What? Well, I was standing up and then I sat down. I'll stay seated now. I won't stand up
again.
Gosh,
you give me such a headache.
Well,
you guys just have no idea what I deal with.
Poor. Oh, gosh. So everybody pray for Vicky because she has to deal with me on a regular basis. Anywho, can I go on now?
Please do.
Yes. So, we will come back. What I want to do, I'll talk about it on Wednesday. But anyway, thanks again, guys, for all the support, all the love, all of the congratulations on our 25,000 subscribers. Can't believe there's that many people that watch our goofiness. But thank you.
Goofiness, not mine. I am not.
Thank you so much, so much. So if you have any questions on this or anything else, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. I'm on Instagram every day, MakeAWoodSign, and we got lots of cool stuff coming up. So thank you again to Tamar. I'm so sorry. Tamar, if you're watching this, I tried to figure out how to pronounce your name, but I think it's Tamar. I think that's what we've decided on. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know. Anyway, I apologize, but thank you so much. I love your stuff, and I'm honored to make this for you.
And she plays a mean guitar.
She does, and she makes a guitar.
I know.
Yeah,
beautiful.
She does just awesome stuff. I love her videos. Anyway, so I will get this thing wrapped up this week and get it out to you. So Wednesday, we'll get the rest of this done, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the live edge and stuff looks like. I'm going to put resin on this. There's a spoiler. I'm going to put resin on it. Sorry. But there's something that I'm going to do that you don't know yet. So anyway, we'll see you guys. I just keep going.
You do.
We will see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks again. Please give us a thumbs up and share this. And let me know if you have any questions. Have a great one, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.